So we have done till verse number 3. So to start with verse number 4. Manapu, where are you?
In Sarjapur.
Krishna, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Devaki Nandanaya Cha.
Devaki Nandanaya Cha.
Nanda Gopakumaraya.
Nanda Gopakumaraya.
Govindaya Namo Namah.
Govindaya Namo Namah.
So after Kunti discussing that who can see the Lord and who cannot see the Lord, now Kunti Maharani is glorifying Krishnaya. So in Sanskrit, see Krishnat, Krishna se, Krishnaye, Krishna ke liye, you know, there. So the I was for Krishna. So unto Lord Shri Krishna, who Vasudevaya is the putra of Vasudeva, Devaki Nandanaya Cha. So Krishna and Supreme Lord Vasudeva unto the son of Vasudeva, Devaki Nandana unto the son of Devaki. So Nandanaya, Devaki Nandanaya, Nanda Gopakumaraya, who is also the son of Nanda Gopakumaraya, Govindaya Namo Namaha, Govindaya Namo Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Aya. There. So let me offer my respectful obeisance unto the Lord who has become the son of Vasudeva, the praiser of Devaki, the boy of Nanda, and the other cowherd man of Vrindavan, and the enlivener of the cows and the senses. So Queen Kunti, Prabhupada says, Queen Kunti specifically adores this incarnation of Krishna above all the incarnations, because in this particular incarnation he is more approachable. In the Rama incarnation, he remained a king's son from his very childhood. But in the incarnation of Krishna, although he was the son of a king, he had once left the shelter of his real mother and father just after his appearance and went to the lap of Yashoda Mai to play the part of an ordinary cowherd boy in the blessed Vraj Bhumi, which is very sanctified because of his childhood pastime. Therefore, Lord Krishna is more merciful than Lord Rama. He was undoubtedly very kind to Kunti's brother Vasudeva and the family. Had he not become the son of Vasudeva and Devaki, Queen Kunti could not claim him to be her nephew and thus address Krishna in parental affection. Yeah. So we're saying that because Krishna did childhood pastime with all the Vraj Bhumi, so the whole Vraj Bhumi is very, very auspicious. And Krishna is more merciful than Lord Rama. You don't hear Lord Rama's Bal Leela much. There's a Bal Kant, but there is very little of the Bal Leela. But Krishna's Bal Leela is full with charm. And Krishna is more, and he was undoubtedly more very kind to Kunti's brother Vasudeva and family. And if Krishna will not have a son of Vasudeva and Devaki, how Kunti will say is my nephew? But Nanda and Yashoda are more fortunate. See, amazing, no? Why Nanda and Yashoda are more fortunate? Because they, though Vasudeva and Devaki gave birth to Krishna, but who enjoyed the childhood of Krishna? Nanda and Yashoda. You know why? Because Nanda and Yashoda got the boon from Lord Brahma, whereas Vasudeva and Devaki got boon directly from the Lord. So boon of a devotee is more powerful than the boon of the Lord himself. So therefore, Nanda and Yashoda became more fortunate. So Kunti Maharani, she is praying to the there. And therefore, Krishna came. See, Vrindavan is Krishna's home. Vrindavan is Krishna's home. See, all other places is very formal. Even in Ayodhya, Lord Ramchandra was very formal. Even Lord Krishna himself in Dwarka is very formal. He will do all the duties. He will do all the thing. So Lord Ramchandra is very, very, and Krishna also in Dwarka very, very official. But in Vrindavan, in Prajbhumi, Krishna is very, very cordial. Krishna is very, very cordial. He just like behave like a home. कहीं पे कुछ खाना, कहीं पे कुछ चुराना, कहीं पे कुछ पहनना, कहीं पे कुछ शरारत करना. So like that, Krishna did only in his childhood. And iti dishra anand, iti dishra leela bin anand kunde saghosha nimajjantam akhyapayantam. So by Lord Krishna did so many pastimes in Vrindavan that every moment they will go into pool of ecstasy, hearing Krishna's pastime. So every moment Krishna did, even he was bound. Then also Vrajas, hey, your mother bound you, and they were watching very nicely. Krishna killed the demons. That also enchanted everybody's heart. Whatever pastime Krishna did, because Krishna is the enchanter of all. Krishna is the enchanter of all people in this world. And Krishna is Govindaya, is more inclined to the Brahmanas and the cows, indicating that human prosperity depends more on these two items. And then Prabhupada says the meaning of the word Vasudeva. Krishnaya Vasudeva. The word Vasudev is sometimes understood to be the meaning all pervading. Vasudev. Vasudev Shadditam. There. Brahmbhuta. No, this one. Bhunam Jannam Ante Jnanamanam Nante Vasudevam Sarvamiti Samahatma Suddhatava. So from that verse comes the Vasudev is all pervading. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. So in person has this conception of Vasudeva. Therefore, Kunti Devi points out that Vasudeva all pervading is Krishna. Vasudev's son, Vasudeva. And Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagwaniti, Shabdati. And then Papa writes, Krishna is very much anxious to take us home back to Godhead. But you are stubborn and do not wish to go. He is always looking for the opportunity to take us back home, back to Godhead. It's just like an affectionate father. When his son, who's a rascal, leaves his father and goes littering in the street with no food and no shelter and suffers very much, the father is always anxious to bring boy back home. Similarly, Krishna, Supreme Father, and all the living entities in the material world, exactly like Mr. Children of the wealthy man, who are left home to lighter in the street. Therefore, the greatest benefit one can bestow upon one's fellow human beings to give him Krishna consciousness. No kind of material profit will satisfy living entity, but if he is given Krishna consciousness, he'll actually be satisfied. So, my dear boy, you're suffering so much. You're the son of a rich person. So, one time, Malosadi asked a question. Swamiji, why not feed poor people, educate poor people? Why are you spending so much time in, giving Krishna consciousness, making temples and all that? Then Sri Prabhupada replied, oh Malhotra, you're a good friend of Birla. If Birla's son comes littering to Pune, what will you do? Then I'll bring him to my home. I'll give him food because he's crying. I'll give him clothes. Then what will you do? I'll take him to his father Birla. The same way, Prabhupada said, we are doing the same thing. We're telling people your father is a rich person, you connect with him, and people are happy. People are happy. So when you connect, so the greatest gift to the world we can give is when you connect people to the eternal Father, Krishna. So first we should feel our Sambandha Gyan with Krishna. Sometimes we're practicing bhakti, but we are not able to see our relationship with Krishna. The Sambandha Gyan is very, very weak. But when the Sambandha Gyan becomes strong, the Sambandha Gyan becomes strong for whom we are doing. And Sambandha becomes very strong by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. And that's why hearing Srimad Bhagavatam is very, very glorious. And then Prabhupada says, Om Purnamada Purnamadam Purnat Purnam Vadachyate. Purna se Purnamadaya Purnam Eva Vashishyate. So this world, whatever is happening is complete. And we find something is incomplete due to our incompleteness. If you see, so the only incomplete in this world is we are forgetful of Krishna. The moment we connect ourselves to Krishna, we become complete. Otherwise, everything happening. Like people may say, oh, why there is so much suffering in this world? Why there is so much suffering in this world? Then this suffering has a purpose to make us realize that we are not complete without God. So that having suffering makes the world complete. If there is not suffering, the material world will be incomplete. But there is suffering that makes the world complete. So whatever happening in this world is a perfect plan of Shri Krishna. Perfect plan of Shri Krishna, and therefore this world is complete whole. And what is missing is our incomplete understanding of this world. We said we're already destined to have a certain amount of happiness and a certain amount of distress, and we cannot change that. See, we are always trying to contract distress and try to increase happiness. But what happens, on the contrary, it does not happen. Like, no matter how much, because the more we want to increase our happiness, more expectation towards life increases. And more expectation increasing when things don't happen, more frustration comes. Yes or no? Now, same way, we try to reduce distress. But you try to reduce distress from one way, from another way, distress will come. So you'll see whatever your quota of happiness and distress is there will automatically come to you. So just as quota of distress comes, why to so much worry about quota of happiness? It will also automatically come. See, one of the important points of a devotee is you understand I have prarabdha karmas. I have prarabdha karmas, which is giving me some quota of happiness, some quota of distress. But why should I worry about them? Let me exhaust prarabdha karma by experiencing happiness and distress, and try to endeavor in Krishna consciousness. What a devotee has to do is struggle for Krishna consciousness while enduring all his prarabdha karmas. Now office becomes tight. It's also prarabdha karma. You're told to work even on Sundays. That's also a prarabdha karma sometimes. There. So you exhaust that prarabdha karma by working hard. Same way, some disease comes. The prarabdha karma is gone. So this body is running on the prarabdha karmas, and when you try to too much counteract your karmas, you can't counteract it. If you try from this, it will come from other side. So therefore, one should try for Krishna consciousness. Why? Krishna consciousness is the only thing which is not bound by our prarabdha karmas. It is so rather Bhuman Brahmami Tavadasi Yoga. Prahlad Maharaj says, Duk Aushadam Tadat Dukhadhyam. The solution to one problem is another bigger problem. So what is the only solution? Bhuman Brahmami Tavadasi Yoga. When we understand that Krishna, I'm your eternal servant, and do all our activity in that mood, Krishna, I'm your servant. Am daso asmi. Then in that condition of life, one can be really happy. I'm very pleased when my disciple nicely does the deity, offer the deity nice food stuff, and keep the temple very clean. Shri Mandir Maj Nado. I said the deity, all the apprentice to may speak with the devotee. The spiritual benefit one receives the same. Don't think I'm only a cleanser and a dresser. Now the person who is dressing the deity and the person who is cleaning the temple are the same because Krishna is absolute. Yesterday only one devotee asked the question. And how cleansing temple and the same. So for Krishna, everything it pleases Krishna. Krishna sees our intentions, and that pleases. Therefore, one should engage in Krishna service anyway, and one's life will be successful. And then she says this beautiful shloka: Nama Pankajnabhaya, Nama Pankajmaline,
Namaha Pankajanaabhine Maline
Nama Pankajnetraya,
Namaha Pankajanetraya
Namaste Pankajangrahe,
Namaste Pankajam
Nama Pankajnabhaya,
Namaha Pankajanabhaya
Nama Pankajmaline,
Namaha Pankajamaline
Nama Pankajnetraya,
Namaha Pankajanetraya
Namaste Pankajangrahe.
Namaste Pankajangrahe.
So Namaha Pankaj Nabhaya. So Vishnu is the Lord who has lotus navel. Now why is she saying Krishna has a lotus navel? And you see the photo, you've seen the photo of Krishna where Krishna is leaving and Kunti is offering prayers. Very beautiful photo it is. This one. See how Krishna is looking with so much love towards Kunti, and Krishna is going in the chariot, and he's wearing a lotus garland. His lotus navel, lotus eyes, lotus feet is not visible. And so many praja is feeling so much separation that Krishna is leaving us today. And that's what Kunti's feeling is. Oh, can Krishna please stay? And Kunti is calling Krishna, you see? And Krishna is going on the chariot. So she's saying, Nama Pankaj Nabai. And Shri Prabhupada, see, whenever Lord's beauty is compared to lotus, you know why Lord's beauty is compared to a lotus? Now, is Lord's beauty equivalent to lotus? No. But why is compared to lotus? Because lotus is the only thing that Brahmaji did not create. Because himself was born in the lotus. Right? So therefore, something that Brahma did not create it is Pankaj Nabhaya. And I was really wondering, lotus is very beautiful or something. So I went to Madurai. So there one temple, original lotuses were there in the talab. So I took it and then opened the lotus and smelled the inside bud. My God, such a fragrance of lotus. and those leaves are very soft because very fresh lotus. There. Generally in market you get lotuses worn out, means 1-2 days, and then becomes hard. But a fresh lotus is very soft, and the fragrance is coming. There. Well, one time I heard in Pandharpur, one lady touched the feet of Vithala, and actually it pressed inside. It pressed inside like a lotus. There. So Lord's feet is lotus because she had that faith, so it's not reciprocated with her. In Charan Darshan. So Krishna's feet is like lotus. And Pankaj Maline, you saw the beautiful Pankaj Maline. And Pankaj Netra. See, if you see, anybody has eyes still here, it looks very beautiful. That's why the dancers, they will not have eyes like here, they will put like as if their eyes have become big. But somebody have a big eyes, it looks very beautiful. As if it's so much. And Krishna has a reddishness in his eyes, showing his compassion to the devotee. You see, Jagannath has a red corona. And with it, he sees his devotees as so much of love. So, Nama Pankaj Netra. And Lord's eyes is Nimitta Animittena, Nimesha Animeshena. When a devotee does any mistake, Lord will close his eyes. And when a devotee does service, Lord will open his eyes. Isn't it? How many people like if authority is like this? When you commit a mistake, he closes the eyes. And when you do something good, he opens the eyes. So Lord is like that. But if you point out others' mistakes, then Lord open your eyes. Lord open the eyes when we commit mistakes. So if you point out to other mistakes, then Lord's eyes gets open when you commit mistake. So Lord is very merciful to his devotees. You only see the good in his devotees. Oh, आज कैसे तो he has come. Like even it is often said if somebody goes in a dirty clothes to the temple, not taken a bath after passing something, but some new person comes, Lord doesn't see that you're not taking bath. At least he has come today, and he feels expressed. The Lord finding fault, there is no hope for that. There is no hope for that. Jiva. Now we also, Kali-yuga Jivas commit so many offenses. We don't know proper etiquette, not tolerate. And that's our only qualification to progress in bhakti. The Lord is tolerating so many things, so many mistakes we do, which we don't know also, in terms of cleanliness, in terms of purity. But Lord is tolerating all that to show our mercy. And that's our only, and devotees, senior devotees are also tolerating our mistake. And that's our only qualification to progress in bhakti. If the Prabhupada went to Africa, so Prabhupada had to say, fifth regulative principle is don't steal spiritual master's cloth. So Prabhupada got up in the morning, he saw his clothes only one night. They stolen Prabhupada's clothes. Somebody else was wearing Prabhupada's clothes. So, but still Prabhupada was so much tolerating those situations and things, and duty will continue. And then Namaha Pankaj Angahe. So at the end, she's talking about the lotus feet. Why? If your auntie comes and talk about your lotus feet, how will you feel? You'll not feel good. When somebody becomes a sannyasi, everybody should see the lotus feet of a sannyasi, bow down to lotus feet of a sannyasi. But if an auntie of a sannyasi comes, he'll feel a little embarrassed, My Bua is offering obeisance to me. So though Krishna is the Supreme Lord, everybody is worshipping lotus feet, but he may feel a little embarrassed, if you directly talk about his lotus feet. So Kunti, in the end, talks about the lotus feet. But generally, for deities, we should first see the lotus feet. Now, why lotus approaching the Lord with lotus feet is very important, because lotus feet signifies submission. See, when we see someone, if we see, हम किसी के फेस के आगे ऐसे खड़े हो जाते हैं, तो हमारी थोड़ी ईगो भी बढ़ी रहती है. जब उसके चरणों में देखते हैं, हमारी ईगो झुक जाती है. That's fine. So Lord's every part is transcendental, whether it's the feet or the face or something. But when you see approach the Lord through his feet, our devotion for Krishna awakens. Our devotion for Krishna awakens. So therefore, Ekona Bhujina Prabhu Tomara Charan Ashoka Bhayamrita Purna Sarvakam. So Pankaj Neta means whose glance is as cool as a lotus. Now, there are 16 symbols on the lotus feet of Krishna. There. Want to know which are the symbols on lotus feet of Krishna? I have one PPT. Let's see if it's there. So meditation on the Lord's lotus feet. So Lord Vrindan Chandra's lotus feet. So Lord has all the 16 symbols. Only Krishna's lotus feet have this all the 16 symbols. All other avatars will have 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Only Krishna's lotus feet has all 16 symbols. This is Radharani's feet. Sachintayet Bhagavata Charanada Vindam Vajram Kushadaja Sarorugalanchanadyam
Bhajan Kushadvaja Saroha Lanchanatyam
Rungarakta Vilasannaka Chakravala
Utunga Vakta Vilasannaka Chakravala
Joshana Pirahataman Hridayandakaram.
Jyotsnavabir Ahamahat Hridayandakaram.
Devotee should think of Lord's lotus Charanara Pindam. Why? There is a Vajra. Sign of Vajra. Ankusha. Bhaja. Sarora. Flag. Lanchanadyam. A banner and a lotus. And the splendor of the beautiful ruby nails resemble the awe of the moon and dispel the thick gloom of one's meaning of the symbols. So conch shell represents the symbol of victory, those who take shelter of Radha Govinda's lotus feet. They achieve victory and save from all distress. So as conch shell holds water for bathing the divine couple, the lotus feet contain divine amrit that extinguishes the blazing fire of material miseries of Ekona Bhojina Prabhu Tomara. There. So I take shelter of your lotus feet. Then there's a flag. It announces security and protection from fear. Jaya. No? Yes. Victory. Fish. This fish cannot exist without water. Devotees cannot live a moment without the lotus feet of Radha Shyam Sundar. And the fickle mind resembles a fish, so one must diligently practice meditation to fix the lotus feet of Radha Govinda in his heart. And fish cannot stay in a dry place. So first the heart should be filled with mallows to attract the fish of their feet. And fish is also a sign of Cupid's flag. That means Krishna has conquered Cupid. During play, Krishna is in the form of Matsya. Then there's a lotus. So the lotus feet the nectar-filled lotus creates greed for prema in the minds of the bee-like devotees who meditate on the lotus feet of Radha Govinda. The lotus indicates that devotee who remembers Radha Govinda's lotus feet will always be fortunate, and the lotus feet of Radha Shama are so soft that they can only be compared to lotus petals. At first glance, their feet appear like fresh lotus, and that Radha Govinda's feet always live in red glowing. You see? Vika. The bee of my mind always focuses on the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. Then there's a bow. The shelter of bow, that those who take shelter of the feet of Shama will perpetually free from all varieties of difficulties. When the mind of the devotee meets the target of Lord's feet, then prema condenses as a result and overflows as tears showering from there. Then gold. Just like gold is required to control the elephant, our mind is controlled by this gold on Krishna's lotus feet. Then this triangle is represent the three modes. So those who take shelter of three modes, triangle, they come out of the three modes. Then Balekon. The devotee receive all enjoyable opulence by serving the lotus feet. Then an altar. The sins of those who meditate on Radha's feet are burned as if on the altar of sacrifice. The altar is on only Radha Rani's feet. Half moon. That even Lord Shiva takes shelter of their feet. There's an upcurving line. So those who cling to the lotus feet of Radha Sham will be transported to the spiritual world. Then water pots. So Krishna's feet hold a golden pot of pure nectar to be freely consumed by the surrendered souls. Then disc. It cuts down the six enemies: Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Sarya. Then concentric circles. So like that thunderbolt, it smashes to pieces the mountain of a devotee's karmic reaction to past. When cow's half print, that whole metal ocean becomes like a cow's half print, those who take shelter of the Lord. Chariot of the mind can be easily controlled by fixing on Radha Rani's feet. Then sign of swastik, that auspicious club. The Radha's feet can just have the element of sinful dust, earring, mountain, bracelet, shakti. So many are there. I'm not able to remember all that. But the point is, Lord's lotus feet has so many beautiful symbols, and to meditate on Lord's lotus feet gets great mercy. In fact, it says, when pure devotees speak about Krishna, then the saffron dust particles from the Lord is sprinkled upon the pure devotees. So Lord may appear as one of us, but is always distinct by his specific bodily features. The Lord is known as Pankaj Nabhi, and he appears in a deity form, namely a form within the mind, wood, earth, metal, jewels, paint, sand. So all such forms, Lord are always decorated with the garland of lotus flowers, and there should be soothing atmosphere in the temple to worship, to attract the burning attention of devotees always engaged in rituals like these. The meditators worship the forms within the mind. Therefore, the Lord is mercifully given to the woman Shuddha and Dvijbandhus. And so the importance, Prabhupada is speaking about importance of temple and how to remember Krishna always. And now Kunti Maharani prays. Yatha rishikena khalena devaki
यथा ऋषिकेश खलेन देवकी
kansena rudati chiram shujavarpita
कंसेन ददाति चिरं श्रुता
vimochitam cha sahatmaja vibho
विमोचिता हंस सहात्मजा विभो
Tayeva nathe namo Pradgana.
त्वयेव नाथे नमो ते
Rishikesh, you save Khalena Devaki. Kansena Chata. Oh, Rishikesh, Master senses, you have released your mother Devaki, who was long imprisoned, distressed by the envious king Kamsa, and me and my children from a series of constant dangers. So Krishna killed Kamsa, and then Vasudeva and Devaki were pleased. Actually, Kamsa was doing a lot of atrocities upon Yadus and Vasudeva and Devaki. But Krishna went and released them. Kansena Chara. But Kunti is saying, you protected my children. But Krishna did not protect the children of Devaki. Why? Because his husband was alive. But my husband was dead, so he protected all my children. She's praying. Though muhtahiv natena muhut muhur vipatgana. One after another, problems came, but you protected me. So Kunti was in a fallen condition because she didn't have a husband, alone widow. She was completely dependent upon Krishna. See why these prayers are so beautiful and amazing. It's so much core of Kunti Maharani's heart comes of devotion for Krishna, dependence on Krishna. That Krishna, I am dependent upon you. And there is no hope for me other than your mercy. So because of this dependence on Krishna, the Kunti Maharani's prayer is very much touching Krishna's heart. And it also shows us the mood of bhakti. So Kunti, just think she's a widow lady. Everybody is against her. Dhritarashtra, the king, want to kill his sons. They are Duryodhana. And she's alone. What she can do? She had no other support than Krishna. And she feels very great joy to feel herself in that situation. So when trouble comes in life of a devotee, he has no other shelter than Krishna. And in that trouble, when a devotee is praying to Krishna, seeking shelter of Krishna, that is the happiest moment in the life of a devotee. By depending on Krishna. And that's why Kunti Maharani is remembering it. That is Lord, save me from so many dangers. She's not saying that why you gave me so many dangers. She's saying you save me from so many dangers and problems. Yeah, Lord exists in photo frame also. So we are not doing a show deity worship, right? When you worship photo frame, Lord exists, that's why you're worshiping. You're saying. See what Prabhupada says? Krishna did not save the other children of Devaki, but he saved the children of Kunti. This was only because Devaki's husband Vasudeva was living, whereas Kunti Devi was a widow and there was no one to help. The conclusion is that Krishna bestows more favor upon a devotee who is in greatest dangers. Krishna shows more favor upon a devotee who is in great. Sometimes he puts his pure devotee in such danger because in that condition of helplessness, the devotee becomes more attached to the Lord. The more the attachment to the Lord, the more success there for the devotee. So dangers or obstacles are the servants of the Lord. So they make us more dependent on Krishna. They make us more. Actually, Srila Prabhupada, so many difficulties he went. When heart attack came, two heart attack came on the ship. And Krishna personally came and dreamed that I am going the Prabhupada is the Lord. So Krishna will put sometimes in difficult situations, but in that difficult situation, he will give himself to us if we are seeking shelter. Like I remember, it was in 2007. My internship was over and I had to take all NOCs for leaving. But if I go to this department, this people will say go to that department. When I go to that department, that people will say go to that department. And what happened? I was praying to Krishna, please help me. I have to go to. So I was intensely praying there. And next day, chanting was very good. Because, so when difficult situations come up in life, if a devotee feels praying to Krishna, then our relationship with Krishna grows. You see Krishna's hand in your life in that situation. And you feel, oh, Krishna, something of a sambandha with Krishna there. See, we're not asking material desires. But when difficult situations come, where a devotee goes for? So one level is aham brahmasmi, nothing is happening to me. But that's a jnani. But a bhakta is, okay, problem is happening, Krishna, you only tell me. Rasa Krishna, Hare Krishna. And absorb in Krishna. So this taking shelter of Krishna in difficult situation makes a devotee very, very strong. And one feels his relationship with Krishna. Like you are told, or you're funny, recession will come. You're told that, okay, your job will go away. This is what a devotee should do. Oh Lord, whatever you wish. I am. Yes. See, many times we will make many plans for our devotional service, but those plans will not happen. Krishna will have some other plan to purify. Krishna will have some other plan to purify us. Independent Krishna, like we are building the building for Ashram Dinesh Prabhu, but somehow the chat remain in half only. The neighbor created problem, police came and all that. So now what can we do? We can try our best. Krishna has his own plan. We have our plan. I was thinking, अरे ये हो जाएगा, then tension छूटेगा, थोड़ा अपना और काम करेंगे. But it is stuck in between and become a bigger. But that's how Krishna is purifies us. Maybe Krishna is giving us a chance to make the chat ourselves. All manners, all brahmacharis were making the chat, but it was too huge. We couldn't complete it. So Lord has his own plan. He put his devotees on toes. We think we'll do things properly and everything will go good. But you see, things goes opposite. Whatever you think, it doesn't happen that way. So Lord puts those difficulties in seva so that we take exclusive shelter of Him. And He removes our doership, pride in our heart that I was doing it. And you understand, Krishna, we are dependent fully on your mercy. We have no other hope. We have no other hope. So if devotee, Krishna bestows more favor upon a devotee who's in great danger. And now Kunti is and then very amazing points. So what Rishikesha means, Krishna is the controller of our senses. Govinda means who gives pleasure to our senses. And I'll give an example. I claim, this is my hand. I can fight you with a good face. I'm very much proud. But I am not the controller. The controller is Krishna. Because if he withdraws my hand power to act, the hand will be paralyzed. Isn't it? The same anything, if this hand is ultimately controlled by Krishna, it's meant for Krishna. And this is a common sense, I claim. So this is my hand, this is my leg. When a child will speak this way, yeah, what is it? It's my hand. But regardless of what we claim, actually it's not our hand. It's given to us. But I want to use my hand in so many ways, Krishna is given to me. All right, take this hand. So it's a gift from Krishna. So everything belongs to Manas Dehange Jo Kichu Mo Arpila Tuapade Nanda Kishore. I offer everything. So therefore we should not, if the senses belong to Krishna, we should use our senses for what purpose? Serving Krishna. Then we'll be happy. But use our senses to gratify our senses will not be happy. Yeah, Haridasya. And in Kunti, recounted what all difficulties they went through and Krishna protect them. Vishan Mahagne Purushan Darshana Asasabhaya Vanavasa Krichita Mride Mride Anek Maharataptato Dhani Satasme Hare. So I think you have to go office also. because this verse will take time. So maybe next class I'll continue with this verse. What all dangers Kunti went through and how Krishna protected Kunti through all this, in all these dangers. Yeah. Right? Okay, any questions? Yes, for always have a question. Hare Krishna.
How devotee takes shelter of the Lord in dangerous situations?
Huh?
How devotee takes shelter of the Lord when he is in
By
danger?
remembering the Lord, by chanting Hare Krishna, praying to Krishna, Vandanam, Shavanam, Kirtanam, Vandanam, Shavanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smarnam, Padasevanam, Vajanam, Vannam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmavedanam. So when you practice this 9 processes, when dangers come, you're taking shelter of Krishna. Yes, triple IT voice.
Hare Krishna, Dandavad Pranam, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Am I audible, Prabhu?
Yeah, you're audible.
Prabhu, actually, you are talking about this anxiety and others. My placement is going on, and this is the last month. After that, my college will be over, and my placement also done. So actually, I didn't yet get placed. So how should I control my mind and how I focus more on devotion?
By taking shelter of Krishna.
Yes.
And then you should tell your urgency to Krishna, oh Lord, I don't know what is your plan, but I am feeling desperate. You only help me up. You are my only shelter. And then be ready whatever Krishna does. See, a devotee can pray to Krishna, I'm in difficulty, but then devotee is ready whatever way Krishna protects you. You don't know. You get my point?
Yes, Prabhu.
You should know, Lord, I prayed for it. You did not give me. I will not I will not do bhakti to you. That a devotee doesn't do. It's just like when you have a problem, you go to your parents when you're children. But parents may not exactly do the way you want. They may do the way they want. But they will protect you for sure. Same way Krishna is all powerful. And Krishna is our father. So we take shelter of him and protect us.
In our family, Prabhu, everyone is actually depending on me, my family. Parents, whenever they call me, they will be like,
This is
after
an
your
illusion,
placement.
Prabhu. This is an illusion. Nobody depends upon anybody. If you die, who will depend upon you? Okay, we don't want to die, but just think. See, when Prabhupada was taking sannyas, and he had a daughter to get married, he had a child to get married. He said, if I die today, who will take care? People say God will take care. So let God take care now. And Prabhupada took sannyas. Understood? So this is only a illusion. Prakriti karmani gune karmani sarvasha ahankar unatma kartamiti. It's only illusion that without me things will not go and people are dependent upon me. It's the biggest illusion in this world, which is binding the jiva. Nobody needs us. One time, one sadhu came to an old person. Please come, come with me, practice bhakti. He said, no, my children depend upon me. They will not able to make right decision without me. My daughter-in-law depends upon me. My wife depends upon me. How can I come? Then sadhu spoke something in his ears, and he went off. And this man died. And then sadhu came back again. Oh, he can again come back to life if any one of you can die in place of him. So first the wife asked, आप मर जाओ इनको ज्यादा नहीं अरे my daughter-in-law, my son, and all that. My daughter-in-law can die. And daughter-in-law said, no, Sasuma, you die. And nobody was ready to exchange the thing. And that his illusion got over. His illusion got over, and he went away finally there. So it's an illusion only where we feel that people need us. And I'll tell you, when you get married tomorrow, your wife will say, अरे वो this बूढ़े के क्यों केयर कर रहे हो? चलो छोड़ो भाग के आ जाओ. तुम भाग जाओगे. And now you are worrying so much. Who will take care of? It's simply an illusion, Prabhu. This is the Maya in this world.
I have bank loan also as well. Due to this.
See, see, this is all correct. That bank loans are there if you do. So you see, you may not got job here. You may get some other job. You may not get a job which you are looking for, but certainly you may get some job, some other type of job. Isn't Jaideep or no? And you can repay the loan from that kind of job. Isn't it? See, this is the material world. We think we will take loan, we will study in a big college, we will earn a lot of money, and then recession comes, you don't get a job, everything collapses. So this is the whole problem with the material economy. They dream a lot and they invest a lot, and when their dreams are shattered, they found, "Arey, we are left with a loan." So many boys have gone to do MS in US, taking big loans of 1 crore, and now they're not getting job. Everything is stuck over there. So therefore, जितना है उतने की जरूरत है. Mind is there, but no problem. Krishna is taking care of you, and Lord will do the needful, isn't it? Have faith in Krishna. Yes. In Kali Yuga, more than poverty, loan kills a person. Yes. And see, what is happening is our own karmic reactions, isn't it? I also suffered a lot of loans. My father, I used to have a lot of anxiety about those loans, but they were paid off eventually. So in this world, things get there. See,